because before you close your eyes and open your eyes, you are 30. Before you close your eyes and open your eyes, you are 40. Before you close your eyes and open your eyes, you're already using stick to walk and your hair is gray. So time is your ally. Your intuition will keep you safe. Like your intuition, that your inner mind, that voice inside your head that is always telling you, this guy is not the right one for you. Today, don't go to that place. Choose kindness all the time. This world is already too hard for everybody and too harsh and too and learn a lot from children. Yes, you'll be scared to do some things, but do it anyway. I've come to learn in life that maybe you are trying to move from one level to the other. And that is when that kind of fear now comes. Can you do this? Out of your comfort zone. That you're just on Instagram typing God when, and you're in your room. You did not dress up. You didn't go out. I'm looking for a husband. How did the husband want to come? Does he want to jump from your fence and enter through your window and come and pick you? That will you marry me? Your baby girl for life again. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, I said that, baby girl for life. Or are you not a baby girl for life or a baby boy for life? I'm so excited to be seeing your face again as much as you are seeing my face, okay? And if this is your first time on this channel, hey, welcome to this channel. You didn't just stumble here by mistake, okay? So I love you and I want you to be a part of this family, a part of this God's family on this channel. So do well to press the subscribe button so I can identify you that you love to be a part of this family, and I'm going to do a proper welcome. I'm even thinking of doing a shout out to my subscribers, maybe 2 subscribers in each video that I make. Just a shout out, just a way of returning back the love to you, because I know you people have been watching my videos. So encouraging this small ministry as moving to its permanent site. Okay, so I think I'm going to be doing that. So if you are watching this video, kindly subscribe and also like this video, share, because it's just a selfless way of helping this video to get to more viewers that will benefit from the content that I'm creating on this channel. Okay, if you don't comment, if you don't like the videos, it won't really get more exposure to the right people that really need this content as much as you do. Okay, so from today's topic, you already know I'm going to be sharing with you life lessons that I think everybody for all age brackets, be you 10, be you 20, be you 30, be you 40, be you 50, that can help your life. Life lessons that I feel that if you pay attention to these life lessons, it will help you to live life in a more simple, more calm, more easy and better way. Okay, so if this is what you've been looking for, then stay tuned. Okay, on my list today, the number one thing I think everybody should know that will make your life easier: money cannot solve your real problems. Yes, I said that. You know the way they say that money answered all things and all that, and some people really know they want to get rich so that they can have all their problems solved. That is a lie. It's just something that is going to cut your make your expectations to be cut short, because the real problems of life that we face in life, they are not things money can buy. Because if there are things money can buy, then a rich man should not be sad. A rich man should not have money and still be encountering some problem, maybe health problem or this problem and all that problem. So the real problems of life are not what money can solve, because money cannot buy happiness, money cannot buy love, money cannot buy health, money cannot buy how do I call it, success. Maybe money can buy success, but the real success, money cannot buy it. Even if money buys, money cannot sustain it. So the real things that we face in life can only be solved by God. That is why you need God in your life. If you want to live an easier or better life, you need the presence of God. I know everybody says God, but you need that undeniable, that ever-present presence of God. If that makes sense, you need it in your life so that you can enjoy good life. That's the one lesson of life that you need to know. You need to carry God in your daily life, be it if you are rich, when you are poor, when you everything. That's why Paul says in the Bible that he has learned all the seasons of life there's much, when there is nothing. In the midst of everything, God is the most important in your life, because the money that you think you have, it comes from God. So long and short lesson number one is that the real problems of life, money cannot solve them. Only God can. Number two is you cannot please everybody. Okay, I don't know if you heard the story of a man that has a horse. He and his child were going on a journey, the horse, and then they got to a certain place. They saw somebody was like, what kind of thing is this? Why are you people trekking and you are not sitting down on the horse? You people are going on a far journey, you are just walking side by side with the horse, holding the horse. The horse is meant to be sat on so that your journey can be faster. So the father and the child sat on the horse and they were going, and they got to a point, another person saw them, and the person was like, why are you people wicked like this? Do you want to kill this horse? Why are the two of you, because father and son, sitting on the horse like this? Don't you think the horse will be very, very tired and all that stuff? And the father and son were like, oh, that is very true. And the father came down from the horse, I think, and the father was walking with the horse, and the child was sitting on the horse. And the person saw them, what kind of thing is this? Why would a child be on the horse and the old father will be walking beside the horse? His father is supposed to be on the horse, and then the child will. And then like that, they got to a point that everybody has one thing or two to say about their situation. The end of my story is just that you cannot please everybody. If at the end of the day you are trying to please this, please that, at the end of the day you will end up confused. You won't know what to do. So no matter what you do, people will always have a say. People will always want to have a say in your life and want to say this is what is right. But at the end of the day, you need to have a mind of your own so that you can enjoy life. Okay. The next one is your health is the most valuable asset you have, like your health. You wonder when people say that, wow, you don't know how valuable health is until you begin to have like challenges with your health. Good health is like a good engine that runs your car. If the engine is bad, then every other thing is bad. You don't always get what you want. Okay, if you always get what you want, then everybody will definitely not have any cause to be worried or running just get or even work. You don't always get all you want, and that is okay. It's okay not to always get what you want, because some things that you think are good for you might not be really good for you, because the Bible says that there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is destruction. So sometimes when things don't happen the way you want it to happen, it's just God trying to shield you. Maybe God trying to shield you from something that will destroy your life on all that good stuff. Okay, there is no shame in not knowing. Even the person that knows that thing actually had to research or know the thing. It's not like they were born with that idea already. So there's no shame in not knowing a thing or being ignorant about a thing. But the only thing that can make you shameful is if you don't go further to ensure that you know that thing that you don't know. Then the next thing is love is more than feeling. Yes, it is a choice. I feel like, oh, I'm in love. See the butterflies. See the butterfly flying around. Like, love is more than that. Yes, like you feel it when you're in love with somebody, or this person is somebody that you can maybe want to be with, but be in the same space with, you like the person, you vibe with the person and all that. But it is more than feeling. It is a choice. When you start having the feeling, it is by choice that you decide to maybe marry the person or be in friendship with the person or whatever it is you want to do. So in life, always know that love is more than feeling, because there are sometimes you don't even feel like you love the person anymore, but it is the choice that you made or the things that you saw about the person that will keep you going, especially in marriage. Okay, next thing is don't take anything for granted. Don't take people for granted. Don't take the opportunity God has given you for granted, because life is in phases. Life is just like a rolling dice. Like things things you take for granted today, you might not have access to them again tomorrow. Okay, so that's why they say that opportunity comes but once. But I'm not really of that philosophy that opportunity comes but once. God can always make it to bring up more the same opportunity to you countless times, just because he loves you so much and he wants you to benefit from that. So I feel that even in the midst of God is gracious, God is merciful, never take anything for granted. Never. The point is you alone have the power to create the life you want. Yes, the kind of life you imagine, the life you want to live, or the kind of future you envision for yourself, only you can create that life. Come to terms with that fact that only you can create that life, because some things that you do and the kind of vision that you have, only you can execute it. If you begin to explain to somebody, okay, this is what I want to do, they might not really understand the vision. The next point is patience is a powerful tool to success. I know that this might be something really hard for you to do, but that is just a life lesson you should know. Patience, like give it time. If you know, okay, this thing is not working, give it time. You can go and retry it and retry it again until it works. I know they say that patience is very, very bitter. It's not something anybody wants to taste, but the fruit is always sweet. So you need to just take patience, give that career time, give that business time, give that marriage time. Like it will give yield you a sweet fruit, even though the process might be bitter. So if you want to thrive in life and be who you want to be and be successful, you need a lot of patience on your journey of life, because even God himself, the way he works with you, the way he transitions you, the way he moves you from one level to the other, you will know it takes a lot of patience when you want to work with God. You cannot do graga. You cannot say, God, I want to take 5 steps ahead. Of course, if God wants you to just take one step in 2 years, just for you to learn 1 or 2 things from the way, you have to, because it is through this process that you begin to like discover yourself and then be the best God wants you to be before you now hands you over what you really, really desire in your heart. If that makes sense. Okay. The next point is choose kindness all the time. You know, this world is already too hard for everybody and too harsh and too like full of chaos and all that. We should not as human beings add to it. I feel that in every situation you find yourself, always think, how can I like spread love and good vibes? Not how can I add to the problem. I'm always of the philosophy that if you really don't have anything to say or anything to contribute to the situation, it's better to just keep quiet. Like, don't just put your mouth, or don't just even say anything. It's better that way than to now add like a fire to a burning bush. If that makes sense. So always choose kindness. I know it might be hard because people might really not give you that vibes, or maybe you are choosing kindness and people are paying you back evilly. But it's just a life lesson that you don't treat people the way they treat you, or you don't pay evil for evil, you know, and all that. Always like give that allowance. So the next one is live an honorable life. You know, everybody has like just one chance in this life, and the way you play it and the way you live your life is very, very important, because that is the memory you will live when you are no more and all that. And I feel that the only gift you can give to your children, to your generation to come, is by living an honorable life, because Bible even says that a good name is better than like silver and gold. The good name of some fathers that is still opening doors for their children today. The next point is, you'll be scared to do some things, but do it anyway. You know, I've come to learn in life that maybe you are trying to like move from one level to the other, and that is when that kind of fear now comes. Can you do this? Will you be able to do this? Will you be able to do this? You know, you now begin to like box yourself up and like stay in that place and be afraid. That is when you need to launch out and do it. When the doubt is so much strong that, oh, this thing cannot work, or when you're about to even give up, that is when you need to shoot out more and, you know, reach out for it the more. So never say never, and when you are scared, that is when you need to go. And this also is related to the next point, that never give up. Never say never. Never say it is over until God actually says it's over. The Bible even says that like you should be hopeful. You should have hope, have faith in tomorrow, because things that we see are temporal. Things we do not see that God is doing in the future are permanent. Like change is a very constant thing. You don't want to give up before everything you need to enjoy now comes. When the now comes, like you don't even find them useful. You need to keep your faith strong. Like your faith must be stronger than it was yesterday. You know, you need to like feed yourself with things that will help you to stay in. The next thing is move out of your comfort zone. Okay, like I learned this like the hard way. Not really the hard way, but let me say I had to learn this by force. Like I had to learn it. I've always been hearing this thing that there's no production. You can never produce like really good results. Not like you can't produce things in your comfort zone. You can never see the best of the best results in your comfort zone, and that is just the bitter truth. Like that's just, you need to move out, you need to launch out, you need to like take steps, bold steps to like really achieve your goals, because there's nobody, for just example, there's nobody that will come and meet you with opportunity in your sitting room or your living room, or you're hiding out, you know. There's nothing that can be achieved in the comfort zone. Just the way they say that by just on Instagram typing God when, and you're in your room, you did not dress up, you didn't go out. I'm looking for a husband. How did the husband want to come? Does he want to jump from your fence and enter through your window and come and pick you? That will you marry me? Of course, it's not going to happen except you dress up and go out that and mingle with people. That's the only way you can. I know there's some people that have met some people online through dating app and all that, but you still have to go out and like maybe have a date with the person so that you can get to know the person. You won't stay inside. That same way applies to every area of your life. You need to connect with people. You can be really hard for like introverted people, but you still have to like try in a little way you can, and let God help you to strategically let God let God help you to strategically take your moves so that He can connect you with the resources and the people that He has prepared for you. Because not everybody that is for you, it's not everybody that is your friend, it's not everybody that pertains to your destiny. So you just need God to direct you to find them, and that's the prayer that I pray every day. And I feel that you can also pray that prayer every day, that God should order yourself into the strategic places, strategic people, and resources that He has for you to fulfill destiny. So I will not just go and be wandering around and mingling with the wrong people. If that makes sense. Next point is sometimes it will not be okay. That's okay. Sometimes some things might not go down well the way you plan it, or you might not get results the way you want them, or things might not be moving at the pace you want them. It's okay for some things not to be okay. It is okay. Don't feel like it's out of place or you're the only one experiencing that. Just try to always see the good in everything, or everything you find yourself. Do not beat yourself. Do not waste so much time in that space. Just bounce back and just know that it is always okay for things not to be okay. The next point, which is very, very important in life, this will help you in your life journey. Never stop learning. Stay curious, always want to know. You can learn anywhere. That's why you must always be open-minded. You can learn from a small child, you can learn from an adult. You can stay curious. If you don't know something, ask questions. If you know something, share your idea. The next point is time is your ally. Use it wisely. You have all the time in the world. Let me say, the only thing that's the most treasurable thing that everybody, both the rich, the young, the old, the little, the black, the white, everybody has in common is time. Everybody has time. It's just that the way that we use it is very, very the most important thing. Because before you close your eyes and open your eyes, you are 30. Before you close your eyes and open your eyes, you are 40. Before you close your eyes and open your eyes, you are already using stick to walk and your hands free. So time is your ally. Use it wisely. This next point, I love it so much. I know as adults you might feel that what does that even mean? This next point is that you can learn a lot from children. Yes, as somebody that loves children, I'm a children lover. I love children so much. So this point doesn't even come to me as a shock or a surprise. If you sit down and watch children the way they do, there are so many things you can learn from them. Those children that you see that they are small and all, there are some things that as adults we don't even pay attention to, or we don't even know, and they will say it because the art is so innocent and they view the world in another perspective, from an innocent view. So there are some things that you can come from. Maybe the Bible, Jesus will say, let the little children come to me, for theirs is the kingdom of God. Even God, Christ, doesn't joke with children. He said that this arrow is in the hand of a powerful man, so also the children are. So you should know that when the Bible is making emphasis on this kind of thing, it's wisdom, okay? Don't leave me. Okay, that's the joke. But it's the truth, okay? It's the truth. You can learn so much from children. Sometimes children just say some things to do. Maybe it's just out of maybe God placed in their heart, because God sees that their heart is innocent, and they can just minister one word or two to you, and then you'll just be shocked. So never say never when it comes to children. Try and learn from children. Even is it their innocence? When you even, for example, when you offend them or do something that is bad to them, once you apologize or just give them biscuits or anything, they don't take things to heart. That's just the end of it for them. They're already playing with you, forgetting about it. Another thing is, failure is the greatest source of wisdom. I know that you might feel that failure is not a good thing, but you have now passed through that thing, you've experienced it, and you saw that maybe the way I approached it, that's why I failed. So you have that wisdom, and you now become more wise and more experienced in that angle. You'll be able to do it better the next time. This one is very, very, very important. Guys, your intuition will keep you safe. Your intuition, that your inner mind, that voice inside your head that is always telling you, this guy is not the right one for you. today, don't go to that place. Kneel down and pray. Do this. Do that. See, do not try to silence that voice, that intuition in you that always speaks to you, because it will always keep you safe. I know what I'm talking about. If you've been watching my channel, there is a video that I made, a story time that I made about how I was robbed, how they broke into my room. Don't let me spill the tea. If you've not seen that video, go and watch it. Then you know what I'm talking about when it comes to your intuition keeping you safe. Another point is there is power in silence. I know a lot of people say this thing, that silence is very, very golden, which is not a lie. Like, there is a lot of power in silence. And I know I'm going to be doing a series on tongue, like how to bridle your tongue and all that. You know, it's not about just talking. I know people say talk is cheap, you can just talk anyhow and then just get away with it and all that. But there is power in silence, knowing when to talk. The Bible says that, like, be swift to hear and slow to speak. That is how, like, powerful silence is, because you learn more when you're silent than when you open your mouth to speak. Just like this one in life. This is for people that carry shoulder pad on their shoulders. Okay, there will always be someone that is better. I think if you are alive and still living, you should know that this is so important, because sometimes even your best clothes, the way you are dressed and all, somebody else's rag. Like, it's just a call to, like, humble yourself in life. Be humble, because, like, that's why you see that this man in this locality is very, very rich, and there's still another man in locality that is even poor beside, you know. So it's just, I think it's just a way of God let us know that we should humble ourselves. Another thing is express your feeling. Learn to express your feelings, like in a polite and, like, in a way that will not hurt the other actually. But never hold back your feelings or the way you feel about the situation or the way you feel about, like, a particular thing or anything. Learn to be very, very expressive, because if you are not expressive, people will look down on you. People will take you for granted. People will literally push you down and work on you. So you should always learn in life that you have to be expressive, know what you want, stand by what you want, express what you want, let others know that you know what you want, so that they will not take you for granted. Okay. The second to the last point here is that let go of the past. Okay, it's just as simple as that. If you are holding on to something, you will not be able to receive it. For example, if I'm holding maybe like a clothes or anything like that, if I'm just holding, I have things already in my hand and I'm holding to. I will not be, if somebody comes down to give me something, of course there's no hand to, like, receive that thing, except I drop what I'm holding so that I'll be able to receive what the person has for me. So the same way when it comes to your past, let go of your past. Let go of the past. You're already in the past. There's nothing you can do about it. You cannot, like, try to go back and rewrite the story or redo everything that you've done in the past. No. So holding on to it is still, like, you are still pushing what you know you've done in the past. You're still pushing it to your future. This is to affect who you're supposed to be enjoying in the future. So deprives you of the enjoyment or the opportunity or the good things that you're supposed to be enjoying now. So regardless of, for example, maybe your past relationship, you've had so many heartbreaks, somebody has broken your heart, saved you breakfast. So because of that, now any guy that comes into your life in the future, now that guy is in trouble. You'll be the one to bear the whole suffering and all that. And at the end of the day, this guy might be a good guy, but because you head on to the past, you might really not see the good in the person. And at the end of the day, you might just lose, like, at the end, you know. So you need to let go of the past so that you can enjoy the future, because life keeps moving. It keeps moving. And you have to be on the move. If life has moved, you have to move and leave what is true. Drop all the baggages so that you can keep making history. Okay. Last point, which I deliberately put last, is that your words are powerful. See, let nobody tell you that talk is cheap. Like that philosophy is really, really something that has pushed a lot of people into a situation that they do not expect, but they do not envision. Talk is not cheap. Like, the words of your mouth are powerful. What comes out of your mouth, like, is very, 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 it should be something that you should always censor and screen, because the Bible says out of the abundance out of the heart the mouth speak, and the Bible also says that life and death lies in the tongue. So whatever comes out of your mouth is as much as important as anything you do in life. Like, it's even the most important thing what comes out. And that's why I'm going to be doing a series on the power of your tongue. Because this tongue, like, is the smallest member of your body. It's the biggest instrument, and it can mar or like make you. Okay, so with this, I've come to the end of my video. Everybody learn, and we learn every day. This community that I'm trying to bring together is a community where we can all learn from each other. And if you've watched this video to this very point and you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. I love you so much. I want you to be a part of my family. And I know if you have watched me this far, that means you love me, you love my vibe, you love what I'm bringing to the table. And the only way you can express this is by pressing that subscribe button. It means a lot. Until I come your way again with more tips that will make your life better and easier. Stay blessed, and I love you. Bye.